All right, introductions. What's up, guys? This is Dr. Butler. We're doing an indie showcase. We're playing Evolver. I'm with the developer. How you doing, man? What's up? Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm doing so good one more time. My name is Nerd Shaman. I'm the developer of this here game. Like was just said, this game is called Evolver. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good too. I think the audience heard, but I'm having Brooklyn Lager. You said you were having a spinach smoothie.
Yeah, I've been trying to get more nutrients. I'm drinking a lot of the I think it's called Naked is the brand of
Oh yeah, I've
smoothie
heard
I'm
of that.
getting.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I have been. I used to like work out all the time, and then I moved to a new apartment, and I'm just kind of like, I don't, fuck it.
I keep a dumbbell under my desk and I see it and I just real quick. I don't make a big thing of it. Like I got 2 minutes real quick. That's me.
Yeah, my diet's
But
gotten
yeah,
worse too. All right, yeah, we're getting way off topic. So, Evolver, tell us a bit about this
surely,
game.
surely.
What's your influences? What's your goals with the game?
Yeah. So if you're following me on the internet, you can follow WEPGRASTU. That's for Weapons Grade Studios. And you'll see the description pretty much everywhere is the most fun fighting game ever. Obviously, that's subjective, but I don't typically see people playing a fighting game for the first time and literally screaming, losing their minds, having so much fun. And there is videographic evidence of that happening with people playing this game. Multiple people, multiple different events around Chicago, some in Tampa, such as Tampa Never Sleeps. And yeah, so much of it is the game is fun because I've been demoing it at competitions where there are obviously huge ranges of skill from like, you know, top tier professional players to someone who's at their first fighting game tournament. And I've gotten feedback from so many people who do and don't play fighting games, and I think it's amounted to a really, really fun game that's very easy to learn. Some might say too easy to learn if they're being a bit snobbish, but the difference between someone who knows what they're doing and someone who doesn't is very, very noticeable and immediate as well.
All right, so whoa.
This is a bug.
Oh, okay.
Just yeah, the game is going to crash now. So I put in a demo. That's so ironic. I put in a demo that runs when the game is just idling for a bit, but it for whatever reason causes this bug.
Sega
I'll
Dreamcast.
have to fix
Sega
it at some point.
Dreamcast.
I'm relaunching the game and
Okay.
re-inviting you. You should have it in three, two, 1.5,
1.5.
0.
Yeah, some people in the audience are requesting we open the shop. I think you should buy some DLC.
Let's see. What is in the shop? So in the shop, so the
Hold on,
game
hang on
gives
just a
you.
second. I gotta
Oh, that's
refocus
right.
the
I gotta
window.
let you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, there we are. All right.
So when you install the game, you have 7 exo tokens. All of this stuff. This game is free. Nothing in this game costs money. I don't even have a way to take your money currently. It's very much so in a development stage. I want it to be very good before I take anybody's hard-earned cash.
Mm.
But when you download the game, you get enough exo tokens to buy all of the characters, or just like buy your favorite character and then like all of their color palettes. And then in the online mode, you have a calling card, and you can just like buy stuff to customize that calling card so that when you get a match, people can see your super sick calling card where the main character is twerking or whatever.
That's sick.
Yeah, but you get all that stuff from just playing the game, just running the arcade mode. Online, obviously there's not a huge player base, but there are ghost bots to fight online, so you can hop online, and at the very least, the higher your elo is, the more difficult the bot is to beat, etc.
Okay, so tell us a bit about these characters, what archetypes they are, stuff like that.
Yeah, so they have like stylized in-game archetypes beneath their names. So like the character you're highlighting currently is like a drunken vortex. This character is a space technician, so there's implications, but in normal FGC speak, this guy is like a 50-50 Vortex character. This is an Unga Bunga character. This character is like a weird zoner specialist, very specific. Like, if you love this character, great, but most people don't, so nobody plays them. This character is a guard breaker and like a lifesteal character. This character is like a not a grappler, but like a very beefy, hard to fight zoner character. A lot of the archetypes are specific to this game. This is the main character. This is the Shoto character, and I say they're specific to this game because there's no block, and that changes a lot of how you might think about an archetype.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I know, nobody ever is, and it's like, how will the game work then? But you'll see, and it'll all make sense. So basically, there's a lot of defensive mechanics, but the main two are mapped to your triggers, your left trigger. So L1 is dodge, and L2 is parry, right? Okay. So you can dodge once per second, and you can parry somewhat infinitely, but there's a resource that you use to where if you're just spamming it, you kind of run out of it. By default, your character has a pretty good moveset, though there's 2 preloaded for every character. But hypothetically speaking, right, let's say you don't like your character's attacks the way they are, you could map the button to a different stance. That always makes more sense to people after they play. But basically, each character has a melee, like a hand-to-hand combat stance, a weapon, and a set of powers. The weapon can be used to hit through melee attacks, right? So it always beats melee attacks.
Oh, okay.
It clashes with other weapons, and it knocks back projectiles, which typically character powers send out some kind of projectile. And then as a token of that, every character has some zoning options, but characters obviously, when you play them, have a feeling about what they want to do as well.
Right. So I got a question. What are we looking at right here? Are we setting up shortcut macros, or is this like in Third Strike where you have to like pick a different super and they're like mutually exclusive?
Even more specific than that. So each button is mapped to an attack stance.
Oh.
Where an attack stance is a string, and a special, and a low string, and a jumping attack. And your special might be arrow K as well. Right? So currently, like that's what I was getting at, is by default you have like a decent set of moves that works well together, but you can also, maybe you want those moves, but you don't like the buttons that they're on. You want, square to be this button because that's what's more natural to you, whatever.
That makes sense, okay. Alright, so I got punch on this.
So
these are kicks.
The top row is light attacks. The bottom row is heavy attacks.
Okay.
The light attacks are typically faster. The heavy attacks are typically longer startup, but more reward.
Yeah, I figure like this is kind of like a Guilty Gear setup. You got punch, kick, and then slash, heavy slash. Makes sense.
You can think of it that way. Yeah. Because right, that'll be comfortable for sure.
You got some colors.
Normally these aren't unlocked, but this is my dev copy of.
Okay.
If anyone wants the cheats to unlock, they can hit me up on Discord, and I can walk you through the steps. And so at the top of the stage select, right, there are indicators for what's on the map. So this map has wall climbing on the edges. This one has obstacles as well as wall climbing. This one has a stage projectile, which I think will be really fun to talk about. So let's try that guy.
All right. Oh, God, I'm a tree.
So if you wanted to mash around, how do you usually approach picking up a new game?
I just fuck around until I figure it out.
Very cool. So your defensive mechanics are on your left trigger.
Oh, okay. And what do the R buttons do?
R1 is throw.
Oh, okay.
And so the rock, paper, scissors is dodge, throw, parry, right? So throw always beats dodge. Dodge always beats parry. Parry always beats throw. Well, okay. Parry doesn't technically always beat throw, but the first hit of throw and the second hit of throw always have at least 25 frames, so it's only not a guaranteed punish if you're sleeping on the job. And so the thing I was saying about is string, right? So each button, if you mash it, will do that string.
Oh, okay.
And you don't need to mash it. You can time the inputs. It'll cancel into the next attack as they're available. So like I'm pressing square, square, square here, and that's a 3-hit string, right? I think you should have a square, square, square as well. Oh, you can do square 4 times, right?
Yeah.
And then so do triangle, 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 right? So the strings also are... The way the attacks work is there's a attack position, so you can mix and match the strings. So you can do the 1 of square, 2 of triangle, and then the 1 of square, which would look like something like that, right?
Oh,
and so
cool.
that's how you make your combos together, is you sort of mix and match the strings to get the hits in a way that's appropriate.
It's like a magic series. You're just going from one button to the next. It's sick. All right, so
so you can always... Yeah, what's up?
I noticed there's a meter at the bottom. Is there like a super input?
Yep, it's just mash R2, or you press R2 3 times in a row when you have at least 50 meter.
Okay. And we got this big tree.
Super is really unfun.
Come touch my tree. Oh god, it's not active anymore. Oh no.
The tree spawns projectiles under the opponent every 3 seconds.
Oh, so you want to do that near the middle of the screen, not in the corner. Okay.
It's full screen. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be close. It's really up to the other person to have good defense.
So does this game have like? What's up?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say if you keep using an attack, it gets kind of prorated over time. Notice I'm flashing white. It means that you've done that attack a bunch of times without using it to do a mix-up or like a counter or anything, and so it's doing the least amount of damage it can until you mix me up with it. That was a wake-up attack.
I want to see how many I could get off of one.
You can always dodge even when you're on the ground.
Oh shit, for real?
You can always parry even when you're on the ground, right? And so the game, when you're starting to play at like a high level, really becomes about how long do I delay my being on the ground before I dodge so that I don't get... Because what I'm not doing right is immediately throw countering, because when you dodge on wake up, right? Oh, I should have turned around because we were really close. But that's the guaranteed mix-up, right? Most people are just holding dodge, so you can kind of turn around or, depending on the distance, just throw immediately.
Oh, this is first to 3?
Is a first to 3, yes. So if you look in the upper right, it shows how many... It's actually technically a stock-based game.
Yeah.
When I first started designing, it was much more of a platform fighter than this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it does feel a lot like Smash Brothers. Like, you have full control over your jump. Like, you can zip back and forth like that.
Right.
You can look in the opposite direction. Yeah, I was wondering, does it have, like, a directional influence, like in Smash?
You can't DI yourself, but the hit distance that you get knocked is based on your existing movement. So if, for example, you catch someone with what's called a push throw, it's an attack that beats dodge, while they're moving in a direction and you hit them in that same direction, they're going to go really far that direction because they were already moving that direction.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
If you're holding
dodge... burst!
Wow, that's funny. You have, what you're doing now is called a, soul burst, where your metered attacks no longer cost meter, they instead cost health.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's sort of a comeback mechanic. So the reason I said that character's, super is really annoying is because you could actually have just kept spamming it, and then there would have just been infinite trees, and there wouldn't have been a whole lot I could have done about it. Everything's counterable in this game, but it gets to a point where you need to know the 1 or 2 specific things that counter whatever it is the opponent's trying to do.
Punk said, "Joke's on you, I never block anyway."
Excellent. Yeah, me neither. That's why this game exists.
Look, the best defense is a good offense, okay?
Oh, let's not mirror. Oh, that's my bad.
Oh, I guess we're side switching.
Oh, did I on reflex just went to the right?
I dig this guy.
That character is from a very old version of the game and is not playable.
I love that sprite though. It's like it's giving me like Newgrounds in 2005 vibes. Just like this
I
stick dude.
I'm not an artist, and that I took pictures of action figures and scribbled over those pictures to get those sprites into the game. Actually, these sprites, shout out Sculpt Kid, you can follow him on Twitter and other places on the internet. For the few of such as the one you're looking at now on as your character, of the 3D models in the game that were used to make these 2D sprites, were crafted by Sculpt Kid. He just really wanted to work with me, so I'm so grateful for that because that definitely has brought a lot of cohesiveness to how the game plays. I'm moving currently toward a second phase of final product ready art as I do start to ramp up these features that are driven toward making the game more monetary.
Alright, let's enter the drunken vortex. Unleash! Oh man. Oh, this guy goes fucking crazy.
People love playing that character because he just feels good to play. Feels like you're doing the right thing all the time.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh hell yeah. Yo, I'm all about drunken uncle.
To do breaker, it's down in L2, so it's down in the parry button.
Okay. Oh, this kicks ass. Ugh. Tell us a bit about the characters. Like, what's the lore going on here?
Sure. So these two characters in particular, Unkaru is the main character's like surrogate uncle. The main character's parents. This is a fighting game, so of course the main character's parents are dead. And he is the main character's uncle who raises him until he is 16. But actually, at the point that the beginning of what's technically the story for this game, that character has also been killed in combat. Then the character that I'm currently playing is the doctor for like. Obviously there's a political rebellion. Can't have an anime without that. So they are. The setting is. The characters live on a floating continent called Avnis that exists because the world was coming to an end due to people mismanaging the resources, and tales old as time in that regard.
Yeah.
So they're on this floating continent, and there is each of the characters has a character power, right? That works not unlike, I don't know if, I feel like most people who are at least interested in anime have heard of Hunter x Hunter. The way that Nen works in that show is kind of similar, where everyone has like a talent, so to speak, or something like talent, but really anyone can have any power they want. People are just more likely to work on powers that come naturally to them, right? That power rests in something called soul data. And the soul data is mapped to a thing, and people call the soul that's like essentially like a little black hole where the energy that gets emitted from that it gets like super technical. I'm a huge physics nerd, but the point of that is
I just gotta say, you were not kidding when you called him Drunken Vortex. That was crazy.
Yeah, love to hear it. This character, who's also not currently playable, is the antagonist of the game, and she has this thing called a blanket rip signal. And basically what it does is it steals people's soul data in like large areas, and typically having your soul data kills you, or stolen kills you, and also she like gets the powers that people have worked on. So like, you know, if someone's taken the time to craft a weird and specific power, like this character who has like a gravity manipulation power, she doesn't have to put in the work to get that power. In addition to the fact that she has, you know, dozens of powers, and most people can't do this because typically your soul data takes up so much of the space in your soul that taking on more soul data would cause you to go insane. Not unlike many other anime. I think My Hero is a good example of a similar thing where like characters stealing a bunch of powers leads to their body not working the way that it did. But she doesn't have this problem. The main character also doesn't have this problem, and the people who don't have this problem with a soul data limit, and they can just have as much soul data as they want, are called evolvers, and that's why the game is called Evolver. The main character, it goes through in the campaign, which doesn't exist in this version of the game. He basically goes through like a Metroidvania campaign where he picks up the different powers that he gets throughout the story, and then he can use those powers to traverse the Metroidvania world differently. There's a demo of the original version of that on YouTube if anyone wants to check it out. So the character you're playing now is the Unga Bunga character. If you're thinking you're doing it wrong, this is a terrible matchup for him because this is like the best like long distance fighter, and your character wants to get close.
Super rushed in.
I'll say this. So you notice at the top of my character on the left, there's like a little bar above the green spinny thing, which is my breaker.
Right.
Whenever you mix someone up, right? So I'm going to dodge towards you. Press R1 to grab me.
Okay. Oh.
Let's try that one more time. That was too close. I'm going to count this time. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's too close. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the other.
There's
okay.
a delay between. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That time I didn't go past you. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. That didn't do that time because there was like a little bit of a delay. Let's try it one more time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I thought the delay would work. I think I got it this time. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. So you got to detect right from grabbing me, trying to dodge.
Yeah, I see. Now I have the dash.
One little blue bar. Each character has a unique character trait. Your character for each bar gets a little bit faster, and his throws a little bit further. So throw me one more time. And I go pretty far. If your character in the upper right corner, right, there's like a red bar. That's your throw meter. You can only throw once every 3 seconds, right? So the dodge is totally obsolete. So throw me into the wall.
Okay.
And I kind of bounced off the wall, so you could combo off the throw from getting the throw in the corner. Once he's at max, either way you face it, he throws them so far with the screen that you always get the wall bounce, right? So for mixing your opponent with each character, you get some benefit that makes it way easier for you to win the round compared to the other person. So while you can do these really beefy combos, they do less damage over time, and you get way bigger rewards for repeatedly winning neutral.
What? Whoa! What happened there?
You got hit by a car while you were flying, so there was no gravity when you got hit. It basically gives me a free hit for you running into traffic on your own. On this stage, that's right, this is the stage with the obstacle. So if you get up high enough in a combo, there's traffic going by overhead that could potentially hit you. I wonder if I could force it somehow. Oh, not with these attacks. Maybe. Actually, I could probably do... Why not a meter? I'm pressing the right buttons.
I'm dead.
That was a true parry, which slows me down for a brief period after doing it. You hold forward when you do parry to do it. That hits twice now, I forgot.
Yeah, this does feel like a blend of Smash and a normal fighting game. It's really interesting.
Oh, I was going to say earlier, the main reason I set out to program a fighting game wasn't even to make a whole fighting game. I just wanted the bombs in Brawlhalla to sometimes be freezy bombs, which obviously isn't in this game. But I was like, damn, the bomb should freeze you sometimes. How would they make that happen? And That was in 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the time I was writing an anime already, and I was like, well, now I've kind of, built 40% of a fighting game.
Might as well.
I'm going to keep just doing random characters.
Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been this guy.
If you press R2, it'll do a random character. If you press R2 once you have your character picked, it'll do random buttons for you. That character is the Shoto character. I think he won Combo Breaker 2023, and I think he might have won Combo Breaker 2022. But it was either that character or the character I'm playing, Raya. One of them won 2022. I don't quite remember. Or maybe that was Frosty Captains.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go. Oh, I should have picked a different map. Oh
well. Yeah, no, there's no game audio because we're doing this through like Stream Game Share or whatever.
That makes sense. It's just this stage is the obstacles, and some of the other stages have different obstacles, and some of them have things that are just you don't have to manage anything. Or like
oh, this guy's got a lot going on.
Big zoning character. One of the advantages of always being able to dodge is that some of these situations that seem impossible to get out of, you just need to like time your dodge correctly. Or like a combo. So remember, you can hold forward and parry to true parry.
Ah, yeah,
like that. If you true parry, all of the opponent's projectiles will get destroyed. So even if they've taken the time to get 10 on screen somehow, they all get destroyed if you successfully true parry. That attack, that big uppercut, is a crush attack, meaning it can't be parried. Also, this character has really slow movement speed and can't really run away. And his dash is very, very small, so once you get in, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, he's like a dedicated zoner. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, he has a really big scythe, which moves him forward, but he has to attack, and obviously you just countered it pretty easily.
I'm trying to
see that? No, I don't. Another cool thing is your character will glow if they do a mix-up attack, right? So that attack, you glowed red because that was a push throw, or that might just be a regular throw. A big hand grab. I think it's a regular throw. You glowed blue in the air there because you tried to do an air attack, but you ran out. You only have 4 air attacks from when you jump, so if you want to keep air attacking, you have to land at some point.
Ah, okay. I keep instinctively trying to block.
You're holding back, but you can't hold back because you just turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to block, parry instead. Mash the parry button. There's very little harm in doing that.
Now, is parry dependent on the way you're facing, or?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, true parry is because you have to press forward, right? So it can feel a little bit unintuitive to true parry an enemy you're facing away from, because you want to press, like, away from... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this is sick.
I was like, damn, I'm getting swamped over here. I got distracted.
It's time to say my iconic catchphrase. I need to tell Alex about this game so he could put it in mystery.
Oh, that's so funny. Where are you playing mystery at?
Our friend Alex does a lot of mystery tournaments. That's just a running joke on my stream. Is like every time we play a new game, I'm like, I should tell Alex about this.
That's awesome. You know a guy you maybe heard of who shouts out Chicago Punish, a tournament that's run locally in Chicago. That's a very fun tournament, and he is super good at mysteries too.
Yeah, mysteries rule.
It is a fun idea, just right out of the gate.
Yeah, like I'm like really good at mystery tournaments because I learn really quickly, but then plateau really quickly. So if I can jump in a game where like all of us are going in blind, I'm like, yeah, I got the advantage here.
Yeah, I'm
If we
terrible
do,
at mystery.
if it's a first to 3, I'm gonna win. If it's a first to 10, they're gonna like outpace me.
I'm a first to 10 guy for sure.
All right, let's see. So, oh, this is sick. This is crazy.
Yeah, that character's my main, my beloved. I have to be very sensitive to make sure she's not overtuned all the time. I play Elfelt, I play Blasters and Brawlhalla. Give me a gun and teleporting, and that's my character every time.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're actually making our own game. We just started. We're very early in the preliminary stages, but our lead coder, he's like, "Listen, my mission statement is to make the grappler broken." And I'm like, "All right, man."
Well, just look at Potemkin and you have a really good working example. Just give them every tool and that should do the trick.
What if a grappler had a projectile? The correct response is, what if I kicked you in the nuts?
What if the grappler had a projectile, but the zoner had 3 command grabs?
Oh, yo.
They're imbalanced.
You know what? To be fair, Soul Bad Guy does kind of have everything. He's got a command grab. He's got projectiles. He's got rushdown tools. He's got a dive kick.
People don't play him more.
He's got anti-air. What doesn't he have? He has everything. I'm trying to think, like, right?
No, he has everything. I don't know that there... I mean, that said, I feel like, talking about Guilty Gear, when I'm playing that game, I feel like I can react to Soul Bad Guy. Sometimes I feel like, what was I supposed to do when I'm fighting Potemkin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, bullets.
That character, so you have on your HUD, you have 2 blue bullets, right? So that character's so fun. Press triangle. At attack, right? So that's a push throw. I'm going to dodge toward you. 1, 2, 3. That was a little too slow, but it's fine. That would detect me, right? If you can get a blue ballistics round, the bullets that in your HUD, from doing certain actions such as throwing a bomb. When you press R2, press R2. L1, I think. Like, while you're on the ground, just press R2.
Hang on, let me see.
L2?
I'm playing on a stick, so I don't remember what.
Oh, that button, the super button.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. So now you have that round loaded, right? And blue means it's a crush attack, which means it beats parry. So now that gets stacked on whatever the attack already was. So now your triangle button is both a push throw, meaning it can't be dodged, and a crush attack, meaning it can't be parried, right? So that if you get Oki set up correctly, the other person can't do parry and they can't do dodge on wake up. So they either have to delay and hope they time it right, or they.
Whoa!
It's gotta both toward it. It has like a gravity thing, just like a gravity character.
Yeah, that's sick.
Breakers.
Yo.
It's working. Oh no. Okay.
Ah, shit.
Whew. What? How are you feeling about the game so far? What's your?
This is tight. This is tight. Yeah, we got fireballs.
There's another bug. Again, this game is free. That's one of the things that I gotta stop getting away with though. There's projectiles in the demo don't go away, and that's a problem. Though I will reiterate to anyone watching, this game is free. You can go to Steam, download Evolver right now. There's a Discord linked in all of our socials where you can follow us again. That's WEPGRASTU. And yeah, there's a Discord where you can get matches with people. Some people are really good.
I'm going purple to purple.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, stay away from me. No. Oh.
Well, this is an interesting matchup.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, is that like an IGUS reflector or something? You have like a barrier up?
It's a wall that you can. It works like a regular wall, so you can like wall slide on it. It blocks, but you can also throw fireball over it. So when you do fireball 1, that overarching curve it takes is just enough to go over that.
Oh no. Ah, shit.
Yeah, that was a crush attack, so you got hit instead of not getting hit. That's tricky too, because if you don't have, so it pulls me toward you if I am between you and it, but if there's nothing between you and it, it's gonna hit. If you do, it's the second hit of ice, which you have is circle. So if you do X circle, or no, triangle circle, that'll throw the overarching fireball into the wall, so the wall doesn't freeze you.
Oh, we got Akuma fireballs.
The fireballs also, all of them make each other grow, so you can hit the air fireball if you time it right with a ground fireball.
Let me see. Let me try and do that.
I think it's, so if you triple tap down or triple tap forward, or if you press 3-3 or 1-1, you'll do a short hop. It's really easier to do the short hop fireball into the grounded fireball to get them to catch each other. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't quite remember.
Oh yeah, I got it there.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's taunt. It's down in L2. Or, I'm sorry, down in R2. And taunt, if you... so that's like it's similar to a smash attack or like a back 3 in Injustice, where it's mapped to your throw button, right? So it counts as a throw and it can't be dodged. If it hits, go ahead and hit me with it.
Down in
hold
L2?
Down in R1. Or press down and hold throw. Right? It knocks meter out of the opponent, too. So if you're... Yeah, you can make sure your opponent never has super, all sorts of things. Also, though, you can cancel out of it. So if you can, because it's not dodgeable, you can charge it up, right? And just dodge, and then you don't spend the 25 meter it costs to do. But you can also cancel it with a normal attack. So if you have a normal attack that's a crush, which means it can't be parried, you can charge up your power burst, which makes it seem like you're going to do what's essentially a throw on OP, but then actually do a crush, and the other person has to guess. The whole fun mind game. The person who I would say is consistently the best at the game, other than myself, plays the character you're playing now. The fireballs do get truly devastating.
Oh. Oh, you bursted.
I did, yeah. So you don't actually lose when you hit 0 health. You have to be knocked down still, even if you have no health. But if you get hit with a burst, then if you have 0 health, it kind of secures the round. But you force the other person to use their burst, so.
Oh, we got tech throws too. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. This is the kind of shit I love.
I was trying to parry, but I shouldn't have done that. I should have just dodged a long time ago.
Oh no!
Can I do enough damage to win? I think I did. Oh, just barely.
Oh damn.
I think I beat you by not even a full 1 point of damage there. That was silly.
Good shit.
Yeah, too, for anyone else who's considering picking up the game, there are combo tutorials that will teach you how to get 50% damage at least with every character. And those combo tutorials don't include like super or power burst, right? So it's easy to modify those combos into TODs with a little bit of time with your character. And in that same vein, if you like have a preferred archetype, you can make pretty much every character work for whatever archetype that is, just by picking the right stances for that character. 'Cause everyone has some projectiles, even if like the character Gorble that I have selected here mostly wants to just rush in and be a rush down character, but he does have some ways to, at least for a few seconds, do a little bit of zoning and play mind games. And it's on you to pick the map.
Is it? Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. Which one haven't we?
It's whoever picks the character first.
I think.
We haven't seen the blue one. I think is the only, not that one. Yeah, that one several times. That's the one with the cars. I think we haven't seen this one. Oh, and we haven't seen the one that's the courtyard with the breakable walls. The one just yes, we haven't seen this one.
This
we have
one?
seen this one. We have not seen this one. Yep. Oh, but there's a thing we got to try on the other one. Go left. We gotta try the stage weapon on this guy because we didn't do that yet.
Oh, okay.
So in the middle of the map, there's like a bat on the ground.
Okay.
If you walk up to it and then hold down and press throw. Now, you give up throw for a little bit, don't press forward. But you get this attack, right? And you can see your glowing blue, so it's a crush attack. And it has a special that's forward button, so you can do forward throw, and it'll give you that extra attack. It does a ton of damage, right? You've already killed me from just spamming it. Right? So there's that little bit of a mind game, and then if you hold forward and press the button, it'll throw it, so you don't have to keep it if you prefer to have your throw eventually, and the attack itself toss this meter out of the opponent.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's like a cool thing that I think is truly unique to this game. Like, you can temporarily give your character a whole set of attacks that they didn't have, depending on which stage you're playing on.
That's sick. Alright. No. Alright, it's tree time. Oh no!
No, we're not doing tree time.
But it's Arbor Day!
You dodged for sure there. So the turn taking, right? Because typically it's your turn after you block an attack that's negative. It's essentially the same if you think of the parries that way. But when you successfully parry an attack, you're always gonna you're gonna end up in a 2-frame recovery. Right? So the data kind of depends on when you parried, whether it was the first frame that the other person's attack was active, whatever. But if a person parries 2, especially 3 attacks in a row, it's definitely not your turn anymore in most circumstances. Frankly, after the first attack, you could probably just take your turn of parrying. But definitely there are a lot of attacks that are designed to not work that way, like double hitting attacks and attacks that hit really fast.
So, like, what are these things? Like little tops or something?
They're little plants. So this character, none of that character's in-game fighting art is original artwork. So it's all just stuff I could slap together that like fit what the character should do. She's her role in the story, right? Is she's the chief physician for the rebellion, and so her powers are designed around like nature and like a healing
Life.
kind of way. So her passive, if you get all five mix-up bars, or it's called the fault amplifier. So if you max her fault amp, which means you get five mix-ups within like a brief period of time, all of her attacks essentially give her lifesteal. And she has other stuff that gives her lifesteal. There is actually no one would ever let you do it, but there's a combo you can do with her that'll give you back 100% of your life.
Jesus.
Every character in this game is really, really broken.
That's how I love it.
Yeah, is there any idea that you wanted to get into about, maybe how the game plays or how to win RTS or stuff like that?
You know what? Honestly, you explained it pretty well.
Really, I love to hear it. Love to hear it. We're feeling Unkaru, the drunken vortex.
Yep. Give him a hot pink. I don't think we've seen the like the blue one, the teal one.
Let's do that one, yeah. And this one is like a super straightforward map, but I think we never actually went over the. So you can like jump pretty high up the walls, right? So you're never truly trapped in the corner on most of the stages, because in most of the stages you can wall jump. But your air attacks don't reset when you touch the wall.
They should.
They used to, but that was problematic.
Oh, Jesus.
So typically, if you're getting hit, you want to just hold L1, because what people will do is they'll do like an infinite on purpose. Because if you're not holding dodge, then you're just going to get stuck in a combo that otherwise wouldn't be legal. You can also hold parry, and you'll parry on the first frame that you possibly can. So you typically want to pick a defensive option, whether it's dodge or parry, and be holding it while you're getting hit.
Yeah, okay.
So that way you, most of the time, aren't stuck taking Oki.
Right, so it's basically like holding back during a block string.
Exactly, but eventually there's a threshold where the other person knows you're holding an option, and then that's when you want to start considering how to delay and when to do it. So there you hit my portal.
Oh,
so
yeah?
It became your projectile and then bounced back to me.
Yeah, that's sick. I got meter? No, I don't.
You do nothing.
Oh, shit. Yep, he's being a bag boy. That's my roommate talking to the cat in the background there.
I dropped that.
I don't know if you can hear that or not.
I totally cannot.
Okay. Let's fucking go.
Oh no. Oh, that might kill me. If you do your sand attacks, you might not have any. That character benefits huge from having the sand attacks. Without them, you can still enhance his super, but it's trickier and more difficult. Kind of have to know your specials, but one of his specials blows out fire.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, this character has this projectile that just goes wherever you are.
Oh shit, they're
It doesn't
homing?
do very much damage, but it's very annoying.
Yeah, that is quite irritating.
This is a situation to definitely parry instead of dodge. Because you get meter, the fastest you can earn meter is just parrying a bunch of attacks in a row. Nothing will give you more meter than that. That's why I always have meters, so I'm always parrying your attacks.
Ah! Ah, good shit. Alright.
Yeah, I shouldn't have played my game.
Alright, so, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, definitely follow us on the internet. So we're on Blue Sky, of course.
we, for the time being, are still on Twitter. That remains to be seen. We're on Facebook. We're on all the social media. If you look for WEPGRASTU, you'll find us. You can also look for Weapons Grade Studios or go to weaponsgradestudios.com.
Yeah, let me,
And the main thing that is separating this game from being a game you already have in your house, I think, is the visual direction, right? The
yeah.
visual direction is still not very cohesive. There's still a lot of different things that are slapped together. I had not spent any of my life drawing. I've spent well over 1,000 hours in the past 2 years just picking up the skill to get the concept art done. My goal is to have the concept art for 3 or 4 of the characters and the in-game models for 1, if not 2 of the characters done by November, and then hopefully push towards some sort of funding initiative. So if you follow us, you will keep up with progress on that information, and when it comes time to support us and let all your friends know, hey, the most fun fighting game ever is finally coming out for real. That would be so great. I would love that so much. I've put a lot of heart and effort and time into it. As you can see, we've been able to play pretty successfully here for a totally free indie game with little to no hassle or interruptions. There's online, there's lobbies, there's matchmaking, there's practice while matchmaking, there's single player modes. Oh, there's one more thing I have to show you. You press the button,
Okay.
you go to the single player,
Okay.
and then go to Rogue. So there's other modes. The Underground is the arcade mode where you can earn coins and stuff. But this mode, I just implemented this pretty recently. Pretty stoked about it. So same as like a normal stage interactable. Press down and hold throw to pick up one of the orbs there. You'll get an attack as your square button. And then you can work on your neutral and your fighting game concepts fighting these guys, right? It's not easy. Definitely, you kind of have to figure out a good rhythm. It's a roguelike mode, right? So you'll pick up other fighting stances. You notice you start with 50 health. You'll pick up more health. You'll pick up meter, and it turns into you getting your full normal character that you're used to playing with. But you really pick up a lot.
It's really fucking hard.
Skills to do that. Once you get the rhythm of it, which is largely about parrying and dodging, right? Like really waiting for your turn and then taking it, gathering them up to hit them really well. As you can see, my high score is 730 at the bottom there. My point was, though, that there's tons of stuff to do in this game, even if you don't have anybody to play with. But if you would like someone to play with, just hop on Discord. There are people there who would love to play. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Butler.
Hey, thanks.
It's been a total blast.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate having you here. All right, so once again, that's Evolver. That's on Steam. It's free to play. Grab it today. Any final statements before we head out?
I have no final sayings except wish me luck, and I hope you all play.
All right, great. All right, listen, guys, we've had fun. We're going to raid out to Gamer Herb. They're playing something, I think Sonic or something. So we're going to check that out. Until next time, say your Buddhist prayers, you buckets of bullshit. There we go.
You think you stand a chance against me?
I have no intention of fighting scum like you. All I want are those Buddhist scriptures.
You bucket of bullshit! Say your Buddhist prayers! Huh?